of imperialism, yeah, it's related, of course, to the history of nuclear weapon testing, which has happened primarily on indigenous land. The US tested on indigenous land in Nevada, on the land of the Western Shoshone, which is actually known as the most bombed nation on Earth. And it also tested in the Pacific. The French tested in the Pacific and in Algeria, when Algeria was a colony. The British tested in Australia on indigenous land. The Russians tested on Kazakhstan. So the list just goes on and on and on of how the nuclear armed states have tested their bombs on people that they decided that didn't have an equal humanity, on land that they decided was empty, even though it was not at all empty and was populated by indigenous groups, and with very little care to the populations and the environment. And so those are two of the main connections there. And so work that we do against imperialism and capitalism, and work that we do from a post-colonial perspective, and from an anti-capitalist perspective, can very much, the nuclear abolition movement, I believe, can gain from connecting with these movements, because it is all bound up together historically, but also in terms of how these harms are still being carried out today, the effects that are still being felt today in all of these places, and how we value each other and what we see as justice moving forward from here.